Hey guys, what's up? NullRage here, finally able to take a look at the team up Drax. There have been some bugs with him that prevented me from making a video and completing this team up playlist, but those have been thankfully worked out in the latest build, so let's go ahead and jump in and have a look at Drax the Destroyer. Let's go ahead and summon him out here.
And you can bust out the body bags.
His basic ability here is Blade Flurry, where he's going to do 3 hits of physical damage. He's got a decent attack speed. He's got a really nice animation there. Alright, he's got Sword Leap, first off. It's going to allow him to leap into the fray and do some damage. It's going to do some physical damage. It's got an 8-second cooldown. And then he's got Cleave, which will allow him to apply some bleed to that ability as well. So that ability will apply damage over time. It is sort of a single target ability, it looks like. But it might do some damage if things are very close to each other. Not 100% sure. Alright. Then we've got a Dive Bomb, which is the away passive for that ability. And we'll talk about that when we get to his passive mode. Alright, now we've got Knife Throw is next up. It's going to cause him to throw some knives, do 2 hits of physical damage. It's got a 6-second cooldown. There it is one more time. And it is a ranged ability, but he is in melee range right now, so he's just going to throw those knives right at their face from very close range. But if I get him out here, have him stop attacking for a minute, then he is going to initiate with that ability. See, there you go. There's the throw. Alright. Now we've got a Dervish Slash here, and a power-up for Dervish Slash called Deep Wounds, which will, again, cause it to do bleeding damage over time. Dervish Slash initially is just a big overhead slam on their face kind of thing. There it is, a little bit of a slash. It's got a little bit of a frontal cone AoE kind of thing going, but it also stuns affected enemies. And there you go, there's the Deep Wounds bleed effect added to it. Alright, now we've got, we're skipping over Enrage. We'll have a look at that when we get to the passive abilities, but it is going to just be a passive for you that'll apply some damage rating, burst strike rating. Next we've got Earthrend Assault. It's going to do physical damage and has a cooldown of 6 seconds. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he's going to pick a chunk out of the ground and then throw it at people. It is a ranged ability, so he will use it from ranged. Oh, there he goes. He threw it over there. He wanted to go over there. No, come here, Drax. You gotta fight these dudes. Yeah. So he's gonna just stomp the ground, chunk of the earth flies up, and then he punches it at the enemy. It's pretty cool. Then we've got Destroyer's Vengeance. Gonna cause him to do some physical damage twice per second. It's got a channel time of 3 seconds, and a cooldown of 12. Let's have a look. Alright, so anything in front of him, it is a frontal cone AoE, so it's going to, area ability, so it's going to do that damage to anything in front of him as he channels that ability. One more time, we'll have a look at Destroyer's Vengeance. There he goes. You can see quite a wide arc there. Alright, and then finally we've got Vengeance, which is going to cause him to gain attack speed, crit chance, brutal chance, and lasts for 10 seconds. It has a 30-second cooldown. We'll have a look at this when we have a look at the assist powers, because it's just a buff ability, and on its own won't really do much. Let's just go ahead and... So he's going to roar a bit, and start glowing red, and then attack the enemies a little bit harder. It will be a lot more impressive when he's actually got some abilities learned. We'll have a look at that when we look at assist mode. For now, though, let's say goodbye, Drax, and have a look at his passive abilities. We've got Overwhelming Force is going to apply some melee damage to your hero as he's in passive mode, and also some defense. We've got 2 away abilities, Enrage and Dive Bomb. Dive Bomb, of course, is going to proc the Sword Leap with the added benefit of Cleave. So you can increase the damage of this proc by putting points in here and here, and you can increase the proc chance by putting points into Dive Bomb. Let's go ahead and pump that up to a 19% chance to proc. And we'll go ahead and pump out NullRage too. This, of course, will cause your own hero to have a 19% chance when they critically strike or brutal strike to gain damage rating as well as brutal strike rating. It's got a 30-second cooldown on that ability, as all team up away procs do. However, that can be reduced with team up gear. Alright. One thing to note, and it doesn't say this on the tooltip yet, hopefully they will update the tooltip to somehow relay this information, but Dive Bomb won't proc on ranged abilities. It will, at least not in my testing, it will only proc on melee abilities. I'm going to just use some ranged attacks, and you can see I might get the Enrage. I'm not sure. Oh! It has changed. Very nice. Alright, so Dive Bomb will proc on ranged abilities. So that has changed. That is awesome. Love to see that. Even though, honestly, you're probably not going to be using this passive mode team up on ranged characters, but maybe with characters like Thor who do ranged and melee damage, but focus on melee, hybrid characters and whatnot. You saw Drax come down. There he goes. He just jumps down, sword leaps in, cleaves them, and then jumps off the screen, doing some damage and applying some bleed as he does it. And again, you've got that Enrage passive as well when you critically or brutally strike, which I actually haven't been doing because I don't have any crit chance probably on this character. Look, where's my crit chance? I've got a little bit of brute rating, 7.8, and crit rating is 3.2. So the chance of me critting is very low, and then the chance of having that proc is even lower. So I can't really show that right now. But that will, just give you a little bit of damage and a little bit of brutal strike rating. All right, so let's have a look at his assist mode proc. All right, reset and give him 1 point in every ability here, at least the abilities that he will use. And have a look at what he does in the full assist mode. Alright, come on, Drax. Get him. Alright, first things first, Vengeance. Then Knife Throw. Then some rock stuff, and then a slam and some Destroyer's Vengeance. And he's just going to wade through the enemies, doing damage as he goes, throwing those bleeds and AoEs. It might be beneficial if you want to run him in an AoE setup for assist mode, that you focus on things like Destroyer's Vengeance and Dervish Slash, and maybe don't even put a point into Earthrend Assault or Knife Throw, as those are mostly single target abilities. So there's some decision making to go on when you're specking him for assist mode. Like, you might want to just use these abilities right here. That might be one spec for him, is just max out the AoEs. Here we go, and Destroyer's Vengeance, and then give him some extra attack speed and crit chance and brutal strike chance, and that way he's just going to do all AoE abilities and come in and pop his Vengeance and then go to town doing cleaves all over the place. That'd be pretty cool. Another alternative is probably the single target approach, where you max out Sword Leap and Cleave and maybe one of either Knife Throw or Earthrend, and then Vengeance. So there's a lot of abilities as far as specking him and what you want to do based on what your goals are, whether you want him as an AoE clear or a single target. Alright, so that was Drax. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to use the annotations up above to scroll through the rest of the Team Ups 2.0 playlist. I will be adding new Team Ups as they are added to the game, and any of the Team Ups they're in now are up there for you to see. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.